Alright guys, Kevin Barker,
Doug Barlow.
here with Sweenor Builders. Today we are doing a butcher block black walnut countertop. It's going to be finished at about 11.5 feet long, about 2 feet wide. All of this stock we spent yesterday milling up. It originally came from 4x10, 4x12, pretty rough sawn black walnut. So we spent the day yesterday milling all this, planing it, joining it, getting nice square cuts on all our butt ends. And we spent this morning doing a layout of our seams, kind of seeing what pieces visually look better next to others. At this point now, we're ready to start dominoing. That's going to be our method of joining these pieces. All the butt joints will get a domino, and then all the long seams will get dominoed to the next course. We're going to do a nice glue up and clamp this overnight, and then we'll see how it turns out tomorrow. But right now, we have about 100 dominoes to start plunging.
Morning we came and we took the clamps off of our two pieces. We scraped all the glue off. We sent it through the planer a few times just to get them back down to a perfectly level surface, and now we're going to send them through the drum sander to put a nice finish on the top.
Alright, so we are about to glue up our last seam right now. We started out with 14 individual pieces of black walnut. We're down to our last seam. We're going to glue and domino. Right before this, we went and threw our pieces through the door sander, and we got a nice joint going for our seam right now, and we're going to go ahead and glue this up. Alright, so now we have our two pieces glued up and biscuited. We have our clamps set. Right now we are alternating clamps. We're doing sets on the top and sets on the bottom, and that's going to help mitigate any risk of cupping that we may have from this joint. We also have an LVL system that we're using on the backs, on the ends. And
So with these, we have two LVLs, and we're clamping these as well. And what this is going to do is this is going to help mitigate any kind of cupping that would happen because of the pressure that we're applying from our clamps. So we have one set on each opposing end, so we're going to let this sit. overnight, and we'll get back to it tomorrow, and we'll fair in this joint, make it look like it's not even there.
Alright guys, we last left off in the shop and we were gluing up our last two pieces for this countertop. We let that sit overnight and we came back to the site and made a template. Yesterday we popped these clamps and we sanded this all down. We scraped each course flush. We sanded it to 240 grit, and we're gonna go ahead and trace our template today and make our final cuts for it. So like I said, as that was drying overnight, we came back to the site, we did our template, and we have 3 bay windows that we're cutting this piece of walnut into. So it's pretty imperative, since we want this all in one piece and tight, to make a nice template. The way we're going about this is we're cutting the drywall and we're sliding this countertop in underneath. I templated this to the drywall fixed, so we're gonna add a 1/4 inch pretty much all around. That's gonna ensure us that we're completely covered by the drywall, but we're not touching any framing, and this thing can expand and contract without anything being seen. Alright guys, we got our countertop installed. We're going to go ahead and fasten this right now. The way we're going to go about that is we have a cleat system underneath. We're going to screw 1.5 inch screws up through the bottom, so you're not going to see any fasteners. We're also not using glue or any adhesive on this. The reason being, it's a butcher block countertop, so you want this thing to be able to expand and contract. If you use an adhesive or even silicone, it's not going to really allow that to happen. Aside from that, painters have a little bit of drywall touch up to do, and we're going to go in, do a nice finish sand, and it's going to look beautiful.
Good job, Kev.
Nice work, buddy.